Hello and welcome to another purveyor of Lightroom, Photoshop quick tip. Today I had to do an unexpected video. The other day I got notified that the Nick collection was updated to version 5.0. And so of course I had to check it out because the Nick collection has always been one of my most favorite tools. And so I wanted to see what's new. What's changed, and I thought I'd take you guys along as we explore it. This won't be an in-depth thing. This will just be a superficial of what I found new. By no means is it in-depth of what every little detail is, but you'll get the idea of the gist of whether you want to upgrade to the Nick 5 collection. All right, so let's just jump right in here. I've got a couple pictures I just picked up randomly out of my library, and I'm going to say, okay, let's take a look at the Nick effect. Now, if you do not have this showing, which you should when you install it, it should be automatically installed. You'll have a selection of everything in the Nick collection, defined to Visia, perspective, HDR, color effects, analog effects, silver effects, sharpening effects, and mega presets. These things have all been updated. Analog Efex Pro 3 is a total new version, and it's been updated drastically. And Color Efex Pro 5 has been updated to a whole new version. So let me go ahead and function on those two. I'll just take this photo right here and I will go into Analog Efex Pro 3. Okay, and we'll open that up. And again, those of you not familiar with it, the Nick collection will work as a standalone. It'll work in Lightroom and it'll work in Photoshop. So you have the best of everything at your fingertips. Okay, so here we are at the new interface. And this is one of the things they modernized. If you guys use the old version of Analog Efex, you could say, wow, this is totally different. And it is. They've got some nice things. They're trying to standardize the interface and the functionalities amongst all the tools in the Nick collection, which I'm all for. Makes it easier for moving from tool to tool. One of the things that's nice is they now have the left side as your presets and your choices, and the right side is now your deep dive, make fine adjustments based on whatever you've selected. So example, let's come down here. We're not going to do any lens distortion. Let's just do bokeh. You click bokeh and it throws this up on your screen here. And this is an automated detail extractor, bokeh creator, and it does a really nice job without you having to do a lot of work. So if I take the photo here and I just drag the thing, I come over and I can make it what size I wish, and then I can come on the dotted line and I can rotate it, and I can then move how I want the bokeh to be. Okay. All right. So that easy. You can come over here on the right side and you can adjust the strength. Okay. Whether you want tremendous blur or you want something in between. Okay. But it does a very nice job. You notice it feathers the effect based on this. So you can adjust it based on what you like, and as well as the blur strength. Okay. And you just play with it, and you can come up and do your adjustments. So for video purposes, I'm going to go extreme, and you could see here, this is what you get. Now they have a nice addition to the Analog Efex. They've now standardized in the preview, so you could work on a photo and then preview before and after. They've done a nice job This is just like Capture One has. You have the split screen, and then you can slide this from side to side so you can see your before and after. I really do love the sliding pane for when I want to look for before and after. Okay, so that's a nice feature that I like to see. So they've added so many things in here. Okay, you've got zoom and rotate and motion blur and double exposure. You basically have all kinds of things. Here I put in a double exposure feature, and you can build on these effects, okay, which is very cool. You can actually have recipes where you can build one effect on top of another effect, or you can remove an effect. So if I remove the bokeh, I just come over here and turn that off, and now you see I have only the double exposure that's running in here. And if I don't like that, I can just simply remove it. So it's like kind of like a recipe now, where you could put effects, build on that, effect on effect on effect. Plus, it offers what we love about Nick is the control points. Control points, we can come up and click a control point, and we can say, okay, this is what I want to do, and I want to work on this particular area. I can see the area I'm working with by bringing up the mask part of it, and I'm only affecting what's in white. Okay, and so that's really good for fine-tuning adjustments when you're editing your photos. And again, just for demonstration purposes, I'll go crazy. I will throw the brightness way up, as you can see right there. I blew the thing out. I could darken it. Okay, and I can control my adjustments at a very finite detail, which is a great thing. Okay, so we have a few other ones here. We've got some film types and grains and plate sizes. You really have to just come in and just play with all these because there's so much that's in there. They have cameras. You can now select from presets, black and whites, color casts. They have so much in vogue they have. And again, you can come down and select anything you wish, and it will turn around and run a recipe and make the effect for you. Excuse me. So it's really a nice polished product now. Nothing like the old version was. So I'm really liking the changes on it so far. So let me go ahead and cancel this out and take another thing, because as you know, not everything works on one photo. Here's a shot of Mesa Arch I took a number of years ago, but I'll go back into analog. And actually, I didn't mean to go into analog. I wanted to go into Color Efex Pro 5 is the new version there. And this is now, again, they've updated the interface so that it matches, so you're at home, you're comfortable. And they basically have your filters here on the left side, and there's a ton of filters. I mean, a ton. So I'm not going to go through each and every one of them, but all you got to do is come in here and start playing with your photos. If you set by color, you can come in and bing, black and white conversions, beach bypass. I really like this. All of this, and again, the before and after, just to see, there's the original photo, and then there's the after. And you can see that you're getting a really quality product out of this. Okay, I really do love an awful lot in Color Efex Pro. It's really nice and polished, and it offers some really nice effects. Some of the effects you just can't seem to duplicate even in Photoshop, no matter how hard you try. Okay, I'll show you what I mean here. I'm going to take just one of their filters here. I'm going to use tonal contrast, and I'll select it. And you look at this, and you look at the details. Okay, if I go to 1:1, or Let's go 2:1. All right. And if you look at the details, now I'm going to come in and I'm going to go prefer. Look at the before and the after. Okay. Look at the detail that is drawn out in the image. It's really astounding. One of my favorite things, I live and die by this tonal contrast. One of my favorite things. And, I personally have spent hours in Photoshop trying to recreate what tonal contrast can do. And I haven't been able to get it. Just to be honest, I just have not. I don't know. They have some magic sauce in there. But they do fantastic results. So let's see here. So again, I'm not going to go through everything, but it has everything. It has control points. And the principle is your presets are on the left and your details on how to make adjustments are on the right. And then each product has the control points, so you can turn around and work on just a part of the image. Okay? Which is just fantastic. All right. So let me take off tonal contrast and just go through here. And playing around, you could just see the versatility that you have. I really like this bleach bypass effect. It's really nice. Let's see. Morph brilliance. We have soft focus, which is nice. Colorize. Stylize. Color stylize. I really like this too. This has done a really nice job on this. So there's the before and the after split. And you can see quite a difference. I'm really loving it. And again, because they are standardizing and updating all the interfaces between all the products in the Nick collection, you're comfortable working in one, you'll be comfortable working in another. And that's so important. Okay? So, again, there's just too many things to cover in slow details. I'd be here all day going through this list of effects. But it's really nice. And like I said, I've been using the Nick collection for over 20 years, probably. I think I've been using it since it was invented with the original creator, Nick, right? Because as most of you know the history of it, it's gone through hand after hand after hand. It wound up in Google's hands at one point, and then Google just turned around and said, we don't want to be involved in this. And it just moved and moved and moved. And so now it's finally with a company, DxO, and DxO is finally trying to put some effort into developing the product, which I really am liking what they're doing. So the other thing is presets. You can use presets and you can make your own. And that's another great thing that's on this. And so I'm highly recommending this. I already upgraded mine, and I'm very satisfied with the product. And so I recommend it. So go to DxO, go to the Nick collection, and see if you could download, and I think they give you a 30-day trial, and play around with it. What do you got to lose on it? Except making better photos, right? Because like I've always said, pressing the shutter button is only half the story. The other part is post-processing and to get your eye's vision that you wanted. As Ansel Adams would always say, it's the mind's eye. It's what you envisioned when you were there. And the camera, it does not translate to the human eye. No matter how much you try, no matter how many millions of dollars you spend on camera equipment, the cameras are still not up to the human eye. So we give it a helping hand with post-processing with fine tools like this. So, okay, I'm going to cut out for now, but I just wanted to drop this at your feet, give you guys a chance. Again, this is, just newly released, and so go check it out. Nick Collection 5. So, talk to you later. Bye.